What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So I want to do a little recording for you guys, kind of like an intro. I'm here at Owl Off Road in Rohnert Park, which is basically Northern California. Um, Drove here super early, so I got here before they open. It's now 8. I think they opened at 8:30. And we're super early because we're gonna install the vancompass 4.3 today. So I'm not like a big YouTuber, so I don't think I can install it and ask them to if I can record or whatever. So I can't record. I won't be able to record anything. So I'm just gonna be doing this intro, just give you guys some of my thoughts before we do the install. The Entegra Launch, Winnebago Revel, Jayco Terrain, they're all the same Class B van style RV. They are overloaded in terms of suspension. Once the build out is complete, all your gear, they're overloaded. You see that they squat on the rear, and the ride is not great. Even though Entegra Launch and Jayco have like this pitch of, like, they say they put the J ride on it, which is like the Coney shocks and beefier sway bars. They don't really do anything. So I'm gonna be I do camp with this van. I took it recently to a camping trip, and then I'm gonna be taking this to the track where I'll be towing my motorcycle, and in the future maybe towing a car with this. So I want the suspension to be beefed up. The 4.3 is basically the I would say entry level package. There's a 6.3 which offers a lift and additional stuff. I don't need that as of as far as I can think. I don't think I need the 6.3. Maybe later, I don't know, but 4.3 is all I need right now. I just need the right quality and stronger capability of carrying more weight. So the 4.3 comes with a light and mid shock tune and also a mid and heavy shock tune. So that's what I'm going to be asking Owl off-road here, one of their guys. I asked them if I need to be on the mid heavy shock tune because I'm going to be carrying like my motorcycle in the back, which is in a hitch carrier, which is basically on the tongue of the van, almost 500 pounds back there, as well as the way the 19YG is created. They put heavy AGM batteries at the back, as well as the propane generator at the back. So the difference with I'm not sure if this 19YG is specifically heavier than the other build outs, but the 19Y, they have lithium batteries. Of course, they're lighter than AGM batteries. Also, they don't have a generator because they just have batteries. So I think mine is just set up like more rear weight bias than the other ones, the 19YG specifically. So I need I think I'm gonna have to opt for the mid heavy shock tune. So I'm gonna talk to them about that. But also, like I said, I'm carrying my hitch carrier with my motorcycle, which is my motorcycle is a S1000RR, the 423 pounds plus the hitch carrier, which is about 60 pounds. So it's about almost 500 pounds. And yeah, so that's basically what it is. I'm just waiting here. I'm just trying to kill some time, record a little bit for you guys before. I'll just be waiting for like 4 hours. I think they told me that they could finish this install in about 4 hours. So I'll be here until about noon. So 8 to noon, something like that. So anyways, I'm very excited. The suspension package is very expensive. 62.77 all in with the labor. You could install this in your backyard, but or the driveway, but I'm like, I'm kind of lazy, and I kind of want a professional to do it. When something like that, like suspension stuff, like, you can install it. I installed Jeep suspension on my previous Jeeps. It's just that I kind of don't want to bother with it nowadays. I guess that I just call that lazy, I suppose. Yeah, so I'm here waiting. It's nice to have like like a rolling home hotel to sit in. I brought my, I guess, laptop and camera gear just so I could like do some work while I'm waiting here. I don't know. I think they open at 8:30. They told me to come at 8, so it's still closed. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, that's pretty much it. vancompass 4.3 install. Very excited. I did a drive here, about 100 miles of driving. So it's a mixture of freeways and a lot of windy roads going through Napa. and all that stuff. So I know for sure that this setup needs an upgrade. It's just you're like you're the ride is very uncertain. The rear for sure is squatting, and then it's just if you're I don't know what kind of people will not care about this. Maybe some people, but like off the bat you notice this. It's not something like because I'm aware of it that I mean because I'm more aware than the other people. It's just so obvious that you can that this is obvious. I don't know why. I don't know how they decided that this is okay for this build. Maybe cost and all that stuff. They just don't care. But it needs it. So I can't wait to get it done. So I'll see you guys in the future. I guess fast forward. I know magic of editing. So all right, guys. So here it is, the finished product. Look at the stance. I want to show you guys the stance. See the level compared to the front and the back, almost similar, if not similar. The way it's sitting right now is no longer leaning on the back, as you can see. Such a nice setup. I have it set up the dials right now at number 2. So number 2 is the like a middle daily driving setting. 1 is the off-road, and 3 is the stiffest, so even more stiff. And each dial, I'll just show you right here. So the Falcon shocks right here, you need to turn it so you can adjust the setting. So it's on 2 right now, and there's 1, and there's 3 on the other side here. This is the pointer. So each point has a micro dial to adjust compression. So I have it on 2 on all around. So I haven't driven yet. I just drove to this parking lot to record this video. So I'm gonna drive right now going home, which is 100 miles to my house, and then I guess I'll end the video there once I did a full drive. So I just don't want to end the video here because I haven't driven it yet. So I want to give you guys my full impression of this whole upgrade. It's an expensive upgrade, but we'll see. I think already off the bat from driving away from the parking lot of Al Vans, it already felt really good. So we're gonna see. But I just want to give a visual right now, the result, how nice the stance is of the van. So it got taller at the rear, so hopefully my carport tent still works. I think it will work. So now I have to think about, do I want to upsize my tires, because it's gonna get even taller. If that's the case, it's gonna get even taller. So this one, like I notice it so much because the rear, like where the generator was and the exhaust was so low to the ground, almost touching the floor before. So now here we are. I just like the look of the Falcon shocks. It just looks so sick under there. We also have the Baja brackets support the rear shocks, so they're not just held on by one bolt in the rear. And yeah, there you go. I didn't claim my old Coney shocks because they're kind of useless. So basically, we took it off. So the Alex Al Vans NorCal here showed me we compressed the shock, and then it didn't even come back up. So basically, just compressed, and that's it. It just doesn't even do any kind of support, which is crazy. So here you go. I was looking into their showroom of other parts, and they had the rally strut in there. So that one goes right here. It replaces this strut, and once you change that, you need an alignment. So doing the vancompass 4.3, I didn't need an alignment. That's their advice. So that kind of saves money there, even though it's already so expensive. So all right, guys, I'm gonna go do the drive. I'll talk to you guys in a minute. What's going on, YouTube? All right, so I've been driving for like about 80-90 miles. So I gotta put the phone down here so that I don't get arrested. using my phone to record. Anyways, the immediate reaction is just stability. Stability is just so awesome in this thing off the bat. Stability. That's the whole thing. Stability. It's like even in the crosswinds, whatever. Like being when there's like big trucks passing me by, fast cars passing me by. The van is never like getting out of the lane anymore. Like before, it was just like easily thrown off. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. I think the Koni shock that Entegra Launch and Jayco are touting as their J-Ride suspension, it sucks because once they removed it and they showed it to me, it was like it compresses it, but it doesn't go back. So it's like, what's the whole point of it? Like, it's just crazy how bad that thing is. And they're actually saying that's what do you call this, a feature of this van. It's crazy. Like, so it's expensive. The modification is expensive, but I think every single van conversion it needs this kind of it needs this mod. It's just, I don't know what else to say. It's expensive, but like they can't include this in the factory, I guess, or they could, but then they're gonna raise the price, right? So, all right, guys. So finally home. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I don't know what else to say. So it's a good upgrade. $6,300, I guess. Bottom line, I'm not sure if it's worth it. I think if you're gonna not do it, it's really hard to live with it. I think at the minimum, what you could do is you could add leaf springs at the back. That would help at least the stability, I guess, that part. But with the Falcon shocks, I think it just made the whole ride. It rides like a normal car. Like it doesn't feel like a van loaded with all this stuff. So, I mean, labor is the one that made it expensive for me because I'm in California, Northern California. Maybe someplace where you go, if you're not there, it could be cheaper, or you could do it yourself. I guess you could save about $1,700, $1,500. Yeah, but I know it's heavy, but I think if you're gonna do one upgrade to one of these things, it's the suspensions. It's gonna do wonders. Power systems, all that stuff. Yeah, it's nice, but immediate advantage, immediate gain, suspension. Because you're not going to be stationary the whole time. The point of the van is you're moving around, exploring, driving, and then you stop, So I guess I'll do one final walk around before I end the video, I guess. Let's see. So there it is. It's really like, let me step back here. So it's really leveled. As you can see, it's leveled. Yeah, it's hard to show it on video, maybe in a different location. But yeah, the rear of the van really went up. Like it really is high up. So I guess hopping up in the back is a little bit challenging soon. Yeah, so you can kind of see the shocks. You can kind of see the shocks when you see it from the side. It's kind of cool. I kind of want to get the rally strut. The rally strut, I think, is I think the rally strut would set this. They told me you should get the 4.3 first, and then get the rally strut. You can't just get the rally strut, as a replacement kit within the 4.3 system. So, yeah, so it's gonna make it like even that much better. Yeah, so there it is. That's the stance of the van now. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys for the next one. I'll be taking this to the track with me, so maybe I'll record there too. So I'll see you then.